You know, there's a reason I say today that the filibuster must be looked at and removed by the Republicans. It's the only way you can move the agenda, the entire agenda, including Make America Healthy Again. Otherwise, the Democrats will stand and block everything. The minority party, in a place where they say that there's a king and they need no king's protest, it's remarkable that the minority party, again yesterday, Chuck Schumer, rejected for the 14th time opening the government, which means like the CDC and the FDA and other things remain skeleton staff. That's it. That's it. It's remarkable. Joining me now, Dr. James Thorp, Chief of Maternal and Prenatal Health at the Wellness Company. Doctor, thank you for being here today.
Good morning, Stephen. Thanks for having me.
It's time to open the government and get back to work on things like health and making America healthy again. I want to look at a study here for just a moment, though. The McCullough Foundation released a landmark study that shows that vaccination is the leading risk factor, not cause and effect, but the leading risk factor when it comes to autism. Maybe there's a predisposition to this situation, and maybe there's environmental issues, but it is the leading risk factor. I mean, this is a landmark study. Tell me what you found by reading it.
This is a massive study. This is the most important study ever published to date. It's the most comprehensive, looking at over 136 studies. And basically, they looked at multiple different potential causes, potential associations of the autism spectrum disorder in children 9 years old and under. And Steve, what they found was remarkable. What they looked at were, say, genetic characteristics. These are 9-year-olds and under. They were actually pregnancy or perinatal complications, prematurity, genetic predispositions that are known. So multiple different variables. And they did a massive, sophisticated meta-analysis. And what they found was unbelievable and very powerful. So if you look at the effect size of, if you will, the causes or associations of autism, by far and away, it was the vaccines that were causing potential causal association. The other variables that they looked at, premature delivery, other diseases, other genetic sources, environmental toxins, were minuscule. And, you know, this really is a study that is heretofore, it's unprecedented. And this changes, this proves, this shows that we are over target.
Yeah, it's a voluminous study. It is a voluminous study with tremendous backing and evaluation. So given the decades of rising autism rates, why has there been such little interest by the medical establishment in determining the roots of these issues? It seems that they just look the other way. Oftentimes say, well, it's not vaccines, not this, not we can't prove a cause and effect, but causational relationships are important in medicine, aren't they?
Extraordinarily important. And the answer to your question is very simple. He who pays the piper calls the tune. Listen, this medical industrial complex, Steve, this is multiple times greater than the budget for our military, Space Force, this massive military expansion. The medicine budget, healthcare budget makes that look like a picnic. We're approaching $4.5 trillion. My point being, the medical industrial complex, including the pharmaceutical companies, they're wealthier than many smaller nations.
That's true.
They will not put up. They will kill. They will murder their dissenters, let alone defame them, bribe all the congressmen, bribe all the medical journals, subsidize the hospitals, bribe the medical journal reviewers, they will go to no ends because they're protecting their fiefdom. You can
Let me ask you
look
about
at
this. I'm not sure murder is maybe, but it seems a bit of a stretch there. But let me just ask you about this. When it comes to battling big pharma, the wellness company has been a leading voice for alternatives for years. A lot of great alternatives, gold standard alternatives. One of those is ivermectin. It's shown great promise to treat arthritis. It has effects on cancer. It has effects for me. It stopped my COVID, for anybody who knows my story. It can treat arthritis. Why the opposition to ivermectin? I know the wellness company has made it available, American-made and inexpensive. Why the opposition to ivermectin, this drug that won the Nobel Prize in medicine?
very simple. The drug companies can't make any money on it, and this is why they unethically, immorally, and illegally attacked it as a horse medication, and they gaslit people like you and I that take it. And yes, there is emerging evidence. You mentioned arthritis. This is a new topic. There is very good animal data suggesting through multiple different mechanisms that it may improve arthritis. And most of that is animal studies, but I'm not an animal and I have a problem with it. And it's helped mine.
There you
It has
go.
helped my chronic arthritis related to my disability.
I'd like you to find out more right now about what the wellness company offers. Not just ivermectin. They've got the gold standard medications and remedies for a whole host of things. The wellness company, twc.health/Gruber, twc.health/Gruber. You can save some money on all of these things and find the great emergency kits, too. Doctor, greatly appreciate you being here.
Thanks for having me, Steve. Have a good day.
There you have it, Dr. James Thorp. The medical kits, the emergency kits, are the best thing to have on your shelf when you don't know where else to turn. twc.health/Gruber. I'll be right back.